was really cool. I got it in the bag over there, so Mike gave it away. He goes, "Man, I'm sorry, man. I said sorry. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to get it back." But I don't actually keep too many things. So, in that circumstance, I felt like that might be a good one to keep.
The fan said when you asked for the football, he said he couldn't say no to Tom Brady. You gotta give respect to the.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. He's gonna get something nice in return, so we'll get him a helmet or a couple jerseys or some other stuff. So it was really cool.
That's Lando's success. So I want to know, what are y'all thoughts about the Tom Brady and the guy that caught the 600 ball situation? So to get you guys up to date, that is not hip to it. So Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time. His last game, he threw his 600 touchdown pass.
Gotcha. I've never heard of 600 in anything in football, but Brady has it with a strike to Evans over the middle using his size. And how good is that 600, Jim?
No, you cannot do that, Mike.
That's the only 600 touchdown that he had.
And whenever players reach certain type of monumental goals or milestones like that, they will keep the ball. So when Mike Evans caught it, he didn't know anything about it. He caught it and gave the ball to the fan. So when Tom Brady asked for the ball, Mike my bad, my bad, bro. I gave it to the fan. So I guess somebody from the team went over there and negotiated with him to get the ball back. In my personal opinion, nice guy usually finish last. Unfortunately, when you do the right thing, it don't always work. The 600 TD ball, just off the top of my head, that is $1 million. That is $1 million football. Just think of that. You can auction it the next day. This is the ball Tom Brady threw, 600 touchdown. There's billionaires in the world that absolutely love football. Tom Brady would have bought it himself. So that is $1 million football. At the time, they said, we're going to give you a signed football by Tom Brady. We're going to give you $1,000 worth of gift cards so you can spend within the team. So would you would have done that? And what makes it even worse, because he was like, I love Tom Brady. If he wanted it back, I would give it back to him, right? So he gave it back. Even Tom Brady said this in an interview. Listen to this. When he was being interviewed by Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, this is what Tom Brady said.
My boy Tim negotiating with Byron, who gave to me. Byron realized he lost all of his leverage once he gave the ball away. He should have held it and had as much leverage as
amateur
possible.
Move. Yeah.
So,
if he would have held it, he would have been sitting in the Tom Brady suite for the rest of the season. But amateur move on his part.
Hey, I think it worked out pretty well. It just showed kind of what he got right there from it. But I'm also giving him a Bitcoin, which, that's pretty cool too. So at the end of the day, I think he's still making out pretty well.
Even Tom Brady said, you lost your leverage as soon as you did that. So even Tom Brady himself, I wouldn't have gave myself back that football. But since he did, and since Tom Brady is the GOAT and the greatest person of all time, he ended up giving him one. He's going to give him one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin right now is right about $60,000. So yes, that's not $1 million, but it's $60,000. And I guess once the media start picking it up, because I would have at least negotiated better, because I know I could have did $100,000, $50,000 interview after that. He had a video of them giving him the ball, perfect timing. When you had a game you're recording, he had a video of him getting the ball. So you had proof of you getting this ball. Oh man, I would have just made sure I had lifetime season tickets. Tom Brady, I'm coming over your house. We going out to eat. It's a lot of different things I would have done, but now I guess they feel bad. I just seen the list of things. So they giving him 2 season tickets for the rest of this year, all of next year. They give him 2 signed jerseys by Tom Brady, a signed jersey from Mike Evans, I think a signed helmet, and that 60 grand because of that Bitcoin. So I want to know what y'all thoughts. I want to know what is y'all thoughts. Would y'all would have done it? Yes or no? Let me know y'all thoughts about the situation.
Well, getting the ball was really cool. I don't normally sit in the front row, so I've never gotten the ball before. And then giving it up was tough. The trainer came over and asked for it. But what am I going to do, say no to Tom Brady? So he asked for the ball back. I didn't really need the ball. It was cool. I got to hold it, take pictures with it, all that sort of stuff. And then Tom Brady wanted it, so I gave it back.
Did you have to think twice about it?
I told the trainer no twice, but finally I said yes.
And so how did he convince you?
He just asked a couple times. He said Tom Brady really wanted it. I was able to take pictures, all that sort of stuff. He said Tom Brady might come over and say hey, thank me. So hopefully I'll get to shake his hand at least.
There you go. Did they offer up anything specifically yet, or are you just kind of waiting to hear that?
They said maybe a signed jersey, but just kind of waiting to hear back.
Okay. And so you said you don't come and sit in the front row ever. What made today that day?
Well, this is my buddy. He has season tickets, and we went golfing this morning, and he invited me to come along for the game today. So I'm happy I did.
Good decision. What kind of take me through when Evans is walking up to you and he's like, come and shake for you. You're like, okay, I'm getting this ball. Like, did you realize it was Brady's 600th? Did you have it until someone came up and told you afterwards?
Well, I didn't realize I was getting the ball until he was like almost jumping up at me. I was taking a video, happy to get the touchdown on video, and then I flipped the camera around trying to get the rest of the field again. And right when I looked down, Mike Evans was jumping up at me. So I'm happy I realized in time to give him a hug and get the ball. And then no, I had no idea it was a 600th ball.